Now this is in springtime. After the spring, the summer is also near, summer is coming, and then comes the monsoon, the most important season for especially for the farmer and for the agriculture purposes. Let's discuss about the monsoon and its mechanism. Let's discuss about the monsoon and mechanism in India. So at first, monsoon, Indian monsoon can be divided into two parts: the southwest monsoon and the northeast monsoon. Southwest monsoon took place between the month of June to September. That means the month of June and September, that is the main rainy season. During the rainy season, from the southwest monsoon, all the rainfall took place in Indian subcontinent is from the southwest monsoon. And in the winter, from the month of October to November, the little amount of rainfall took place in India is from the northeast monsoon. So let's first discuss about the southwest monsoon. Southwest monsoon also divided into two branches. Number one, Arabian Sea branches. Arabian Sea branches. Number two of branch of southwest monsoon is Bay of Bengal Sea branch. Bay of Bengal Sea branch. Bay of Bengal Sea branch. So southwest monsoon are divided into two branches. Number one, Arabian Sea branch. Number two, Bay of Bengal Sea branch. This is Arabian Sea. This is Arabian Sea branch. Arabian Sea, and this is the Bay of Bengal. This is the Bay of Bengal. So let's discuss about the southwest monsoon. Southwest monsoon are divided into two parts. Number one, Arabian Sea branch. Number two, Bay of Bengal Sea branch. At first, let's come to the Arabian Sea branch. Here it is Arabian Sea and it is Bay of Bengal. Most of the Indian subcontinent gets rainfall because of the Arabian Sea branch. During the time of monsoon, when the low pressure area took place in the landmass, in the vast land masses, then the wind comes from the Arabian Sea side to the land mass. And when the wind comes from the Arabian Sea branch it enters into India, and from the southwest part of India, as the winds came from the southwest part of India, that's why it is called southwest monsoon. Remember one thing, that the Kerala is the first state where the monsoon enters first, and the rainfall also took place first in the state of Kerala. Then it moved towards the northeastern part of the Indian subcontinent. From southwest monsoon, from the southwest, then it moves towards the northeastern part of India. And when it enters into the northeastern part of India, then it gets distracted or it gets stopped by the Arakan Yama. When it moves towards the northeastern part of India, then it gets stopped or distracted by the presence of Arakan Yama range in Myanmar, also Garo Khashi Hills in Meghalaya. So when this wind get distracted or stopped by the Arakan Yama range in Myanmar, it changes its routes. Before it changes its routes, when the wind, the full of water or moisture, the wind was full of moisture, water vapor, because it came from the sea. So when it gets disturbed or distracted or stopped by the range, then it produces heavy shower, heavy rainfall in the northeastern part of India. Here lies the Cherrapunji or Mawsynram in Meghalaya, the highest rainfall area in world. Because of the reason, because the wind comes from the Arabian Sea, when it moves toward the northeast, it gets distracted, stopped by the Arakan Yama range in Myanmar and Garo Khasin Hills. Then it gets distracted and it loses its control, and it produces heavy shower rainfall in this part, in the northeastern part, like Meghalaya, Assam and other states. And here lies the world's highest rainfall region, that is Mawsynram and Cherrapunji. Then the winds move its direction and it moves towards the northern part of India. when it was disturbed or did get disturbed by the rains, most of the rainfall took place in the part, and the less amount of rainfall took place other northern part of the India. This is the main function of Arabian Sea branch. So most of the Indian part get rainfall because of the Arabian Sea branch. And here also you can find that this is also Arabian Sea branch. It also get distracted and it moved towards the north, and both the winds meet together, and it also produces large amount of rainfall in the lower parts of Himalaya. Here there is a range called Aravalli range. Here there is a range called Aravalli range. Because of the presence of the Aravalli range, Arabian Sea branch, or the wind from the Arabian Sea don't get a chance to enter into the left side of the Aravalli, or where the Thar desert lies. So because of the presence of the Aravalli range, there is a Thar desert, and Thar desert lies behind the Aravalli range, or that is called rain shadow area. So here is another point: the wind moved from the Arabian Sea to the northern part of India, where it merged together with the rest of the winds that are coming towards the north from the east, and both these winds connect together and produces heavy amount of shower in the lower part of Himalaya. And also because of the presence of Aravalli range, the Thar desert doesn't get any amount of rainfall, because it lies into a rain shadow area. What is rain shadow area? Rain shadow area is here. Suppose it is a mountain range. Suppose it is a mountain range, and the wind moves from this place to this place. Suppose there is a sea or water bodies, and the wind comes from the water bodies and moves towards the hill or any hill or mountain range. When it gets distracted, reflected, the large amount of rainfall took place in that part. But on the opposite side, there is a less amount of rainfall. This area is called rain shadow area, because most of the rainfall took place on this side, not this part. So this side remains the rain shadow area because of the less amount of rainfall on the other side of the range or hills. This is the function of Arabian Sea branch. Most of the Indian part or subcontinent get rainfall because of the Arabian Sea branch. Then come to the another branch, that is Bay of Bengal Sea branch. Here the wind comes from the Bay of Bengal, and it moves towards the eastern part of India, and it also gets distracted from the presence of ranges, and it also moves towards the northern part of India. The amount of rainfall compared to the Arabian Sea branch, it is very much less. So the Arabian Sea branch is much more important compared to the Bay of Bengal Sea branch, because most of the part of India get rainfall because of the Arabian Sea branch, and but only the eastern part of India, like the West Bengal, or the eastern part of the south part of West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, this part gets rainfall because of the Bay of Bengal Sea branch, the wind coming from the Bay of Bengal. But wind coming from the Arabian Sea get rainfall all of the part of the India, but the rest of the India, but the most part of the India gets rainfall because of the presence of Arabian Sea branch. So this is much more important compared to the Bay of Bengal Sea branch. So if you compare the Bay of Bengal Sea branch and Arabian Sea branch, the Arabian Sea branch is much more important compared to the Bay of Bengal Sea branch, because Bay of Bengal Sea branch causes rainfall only in the eastern part of the India, but Arabian Sea branch causes rainfall the most part of the India. This is the main mechanism of southwest monsoon, which took place between June and September. Then come to the next northeast monsoon. Northeast monsoon that took place in the month of October to November, just starting off the winter season. The northeast monsoon season, during the month of October, November, the wind coming from the northeast area, coming from the northeast regions, coming from the northeastern regions into Indian subcontinent. When it coming from the northeast part of the India, and when it blows over the Bay of Bengal, it carries some moisture from the Bay of Bengal, and when it reach the southern coast of India, it produces little amount of rainfall in the Coromandel coast, like Tamil Nadu, and also a little part of Andhra Pradesh. So because of the northeast monsoon, in the winter season, South Indian or the Coromandel coast or we can say the Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh gets little amount of rainfall because of the northeastern monsoon, which coming from the northeastern part of India, and when it blows over the Bay of Bengal, it carries some moisture water vapor with it and it produces rainfall in Tamil Nadu. This is the mechanism or function of the northeast monsoon. So northeast monsoon took place in the winter season from October to November, and southwest monsoon took place in the main rainy season from June to September. This monsoon is the more important compared with the northeast monsoon, because on this monsoon Indian agriculture and is dependent heavily. So this is the mechanism of monsoon in India. And there is another important point that the first state of India, the monsoon entrance is the Kerala. Kerala is the first state where the monsoon entrance, and because of the northeast monsoon, Tamil Nadu is the state where the rainfall took place in winter season. This is the mechanism of monsoon in India. So keep study and keep learning.